Three bets here from Chris Brewer as he's showing off some more of that aggression.
Oh, heads up.
On the button, 3,500 to go, he says. Jason Koon with that oh-so-pretty Jack-10 suited. Opened, defended, and now flops himself top pair on a texture that really is dusty for the King-8 of clubs. A quick check from Jason and a quick incineration of 2K from Chris Brewer, barring the big, beautiful king for him on the turn.
Call.
Jason makes the call.
Check.
Turn is a queen. Jason again checking.
Bet. 14,000.
He said, I don't need your king, Ali. Ace or queen will do as well.
14,000 into 12, and this has been really the MO for Chris Brewer as these overbets. And you see how uncomfortable it can make your opponent, because even if Jason suspects he has the best hand and comes with this $14,000 call, he'll be out of position in a $40,000 pot on the river with a texture that may get even worse.
And we've seen Chris Brewer bet 2x pot in the river too. You might be facing 52K if you want to see if your jack is good.
And it's that sort of planning ahead that really influences the decisions at these moments in pots. Oh, and you saw Jason.
Sorry about that.
Felt like he wanted to make the call and then just rerouted at the very end. So nice execution there from Chris Brewer.
He like played probably for like 6 months, never cashed out any chips on anything.
Yeah.
Had a fake. And then like on his 24th birthday, he went to cash out the chips and handed them his ID. And they just looked at it and they just started laughing because they're like, oh, you just called 21. It was Jeff. Oh.
Raise 1,200.
Really funny.
That's strong. And I'm not necessarily talking about the $1,200 open from Chrissy B, which has Jason Koon's ace-8 in a
But I
bad shape.
just figure, like, you know what? The biggest game is 25.50. I just showed up one day with like 80K in cash when I was 19. They're like, hey, sir, where's your ID? So I just was like, oh, let me look for it. And just kept pulling out bricks of cash.
Right.
And I assumed they'd be like, now, of course, you can play.
Right.
It didn't come close
It didn't
to
work.
it.
It didn't work.
And
They
it's
were
like,
unconvinced.
I was just,
But money.
that's just how, I thought, big pile of money. They're like, oh, of course you're 21.
Right.
Sir, do you want some champagne?
Right, right.
My friend tried to do that with Bellagio North Valet. You need a Noir card to valet there. And they asked for his Noir card, and he had like 200K in cash or something, and he just like started pouring cash onto the passenger seat, like, "Where's my card? Where's my card?" They let him go in.
Oh, it worked.
Yeah, it did work.
At Ari, I was running late, and they were like, oh,
That's
sorry,
all.
it's only Noir cards. And I'm like, hey, man, here's $100. Park my car.
always.
And the guy says no.
Look at
Oh,
this. Jason
I mean, what do you
Koon
mean no?
What do you mean? Wait, this
in
isn't how
bad
this works
shape
here?
after 3-betting his ace-8.
I did have to laugh.
Flops
what do
what
you mean?
looks like
What do
it
you
could
mean
be a
no?
useful board.
No.
That's hilarious.
But he's crushed
Oh,
by
never heard of
Bicknell,
that
who has
before.
backdoor nut diamonds
But
and
it
trick
was
jacks.
such it's like 50 should work automatically, and
Right.
100 is just like,
Yeah, yeah.
Bet.
The guy was like,
2,400.
you can go high.
Yeah, you might even
How
know who
late
you
are
were,
you
you know?
exactly?
Yeah.
When did you have to be there?
200?
Yeah.
that one I was just like, you know, like, I
He
just
followed
couldn't do
Judge
it.
Whittle. He's like, this guy can go high.
Yeah, he's like, he knew who you were, yeah.
Bicknell calls the 2,400 and then added troubles for Jason Koon on the turn.
That's like
As
the
he
oldest
improves
He
from an
trick.
seemed
8 to
think
an
that he
ace.
would get in trouble if he did it. As like a coach.
Fine.
Now aces and jacks playing the board kicker,
Oh, during COVID.
Yeah.
but Chrissy B, jacks full of aces. You see at the top right of your screen the lone card that would rescue Jason Koon, the ace of hearts.
42.
Bet 4,200.
$4,200 turn bet as things slowly escalate.
I can imagine the scene of like a 19-year-old you, and they're like, "Sir, where's your ID?" And you're just like, "1 second, please." And you just keep going. He's like, "I'm good, right?" No. Where's your
Bicknell flats the 4,200 slow playing things, and now
Yeah.
Kuhn has to wonder
Did you play a lot when you were
what he's
before
up
you were 21?
against.
Yeah.
Really? I only played once.
Oh, I played online mostly, but
That's what I meant. I'm saying, like, I only played
Over
once.
22,000 in the
Well, I
middle.
know
And
when I
will
was
Kuhn
playing.
come with some sort of defensive
went
sizing
to
here?
turning
No.
down a little
He's going to
bit, and
check.
At 19, I started going to Europe.
That doesn't count.
Okay,
It's illegal.
yeah,
I'm
then-
saying, like,
No, I didn't. Like,
When you were playing high stakes poker, you were 21, right?
yeah.
No, I'm saying.
You think
like,
they let me on the
No,
TV show?
I more meant the other way around. Like it's crazy that you
27?
hadn't played in a casino and then you're playing on that.
No, I think high stakes was like 22 or
A
23.
big 20K
Like,
bet comes
I
out
had
of
already-
Bicknell here.
I had a
It's
really
another
good
spot
year.
where I just have like the quintessential bluff catcher. Like it's got to be worth just like a lot to call, and I'm dead. But I can't fold this one. I'm gonna give you. Well, you could be bluffing, but if you have a value hand, I'm giving you the money. Yeah. You got it.
Ouch.
Trying to bluff him off a chop, huh?
Could I have 50, please? Thank you.
That'd be funny. You're like 20, like you can play.
Kuhn back to the well.
No, I had already. I played
Now stuck
Bellagio.
almost 100,000. Sean might have been playing with light sockets at a very young age.
He has a bit of the crazy eye.
Oh, man.
This was like,
He is
really
the
fun to watch.
trolliest.
like he was wearing like some sunglasses and I was like, oh, those are new glasses.
It's that grin. It's that smile that he has. It just,
Maniacal.
you never know if you are totally getting
What's really going on
trolled
here?
Yeah.
or he's being dead serious. Dan Smith flatted with 10-8 suited. Speculating and coming up short on the Queen-Queen 4 board where Chris Brewer decides to play these jacks a little slippery. And pretty deflating to see the check raise on the flop. And you might be wondering, well, what the hell is Dan Smith doing calling an extra 2,000, Jamie, after he got check raised on that board? But
Backdoor potential.
position is powerful, looking to pick up some equity backdoor, and he understands that Chris Brewer isn't always going to have a hand here. He's going to approach things in a balanced manner, but that is such a wet turn card as even naked ace highs have turned into aces up. Spades have gotten there. And Brewer somewhat concerned by the fact that Smith called the check raise, slows down with his jacks. And this is the other benefit of floating, which is calling with a hand that really isn't anything to speak of on the flop, is even if you are unimproved on the turn, if your opponent happens to check to you on that turn, you can do something like what Dan's doing here. Just a 1/3 sizing. Looks so credible. Like, please call me. I've got good stuff. Smith could certainly have an ace, spades, or a queen. And yet, Brewer understands that he's up against a very sophisticated opponent. So, he makes the call with the two jacks. Now the board double pairs on the river. I wonder how Dan's going to handle this situation. Look at Chrissy B studying Dan here intently. As well as Brewer. She is very intense. And Smith
32 of which?
No, those no size.
barreling one more time, 12K, and we didn't get a look at it, but Chris Brewer sends those two jacks into the muck, and they were far and away the best hand.
100%. I
No,
actually
the
had
weirdest
a
thing about him,
very
super nice guy
awkward
in all the
moment because this
playoffs.
guy
Like,
was
you
like
meet him in a
one of the
pot,
worst people
he,
I've
like,
ever
told
played
him,
with.
like,
Just
nice hand,
horrible,
man.
mean to
Like,
dealers,
well
mean to
played,
everyone.
and then just told him the
We go to
deal
cash out at the same time. He's like,
No
hey.
way.
He's like, you want to
That's
hang out
just, like,
sometime? I'm
so-
like,
such
no,
a
not even a
way
little bit. And he's
scarier
like,
than if he was
oh, I'm
just
not like
mad.
this off the
Yeah.
table.
Like, oh, he can
He's like, not in
control
real
it.
life. And I was like,
Right,
how is this
it's-
not
it's
real life? You just
controlled
upset
anger, yeah.
everyone.
Psycho.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Everyone
He
hated
would,
him.
like,
That's even
muck by,
makes
like,
him
flipping
worse.
off the deals
Yeah.
and stuff.
Like, so it's an act.
Try to make more money.
Like,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Heads up.
Ew.
The mucking with the middle fingers is what.
Yeah, that's what reminded me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty notable thing. And he'll like push it to the corner sometimes too. So it's like hard to grab. It was
1300.
like the most sociopathic thing I've seen.
I played with this dude at PCA one year, and the only way he would check is he would go. So for like 8 hours,
it
the
on.
action would be on him, and he'd just be like, wouldn't say a word to anybody. Just, what is going on?
Raise.
Just looks at you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good.
For the
One more card.
Chrissy. Check raising with her gut shot straight draw, and
yeah.
her 5 is in fact
the
just a
classic,
blocker
the
to
finger guns check.
Bruno's
I haven't never seen that.
open ender.
LA the most was where I would like play with people. I'm like, I can't imagine you existing outside of a casino. But I was like, well, playing like 100, 200, so like I guess you do.
I guess you do exist.
Just like, what is going on? Like in Vegas, like most of the people I played with, like, I'm like, oh yeah, no, like I see it. Like you have a job, you just like to play.
Yeah. Some people you just can't see.
LA was so weird.
Bruno called the extra 2,700 after Chrissy check raised him, and here she is with the range advantage, having defended from the big blind, barreling away once more 7,200, having improved to a two-way straight draw. Bruno gives it a good chunk of time and then makes the call. And binks the nuts on the river. Would have been a little bit more interesting to see how things would have developed had Bruno not made the nuts. And Chrissy has now bloated this thing to 25K. And she's got to be wondering where Bruno's at this point. Busted spades, perhaps her really only hope. She sort of blocks that slightly with the 5 of spades in her hand, and
There's some
pretty relevant spade too to
There's some
hold.
pair and flush draw combinations, pair and straight draw combinations that she could get to fold with the third barrel too, I would think.
Well, there will be no folding on the end by Bruno, and this becomes a matter of whether or not Chrissy thinks that she can get one through, and she's reaching for chips like she does, and kiss those goodbye.
8,800.
Sizing wise, it could have been a much larger self-inflicted wound, but she comes with 8,800, and now Bruno doing backflips inside after seeing that 10 of clubs is going to give it its proper due before coming with the raise. Hazard a guess at the number?
27.
Total.
Yeah.
It's quiet. Yeah.
I have no idea. I just like guessing.
It's gonna be a a more noticeable one than others.
Can I change my answer? 32.
32
Yeah. What you
to
got?
make it a full pot size raise?
What you got?
Or is that short of that? Figure the
Oh,
first 9
more.
goes in, it's 43.
38.5.
Yeah, Chrissy doesn't make a meal of it.
So
Snap
I
mutt.
went.
Dan Smith is so entertaining to me.
Oh, nice. Is
It's
this
great.
win with the pair?
It is
But
funny. We
I was
broke out the
happy when you
4-color
did.
deck,
Tough
and then it was like online
Raise
poker. I was like,
1,000.
ah.
Well, I was
We
just
triggered
craziness.
something deep
Yeah.
in the amygdala.
Call.
Yeah, seems pretty easy.
Yeah.
One of 2 hands.
What happened? I'm not doing it. 6-4 suited, last hand of the night. Smith sprinkles a dime out there.
But
Chrissy B flats with the 7s, and now Bruno wakes up with ace-king out of the big blind. Will he play nice?
Sometimes you just run into the
No
big boy.
shot.
Raise
Not good until everyone you're
6,500.
scared in the last hand.
Yeah.
Sheds Dan, but Chrissy's got a little something cooking.
Yeah. Julie matches of giants.
Yeah.
This is for you guys.
Thank you very much.
Oh yeah.
Much appreciated.
Thank you. Thank you. Call.
Bicknell will take
Thank you.
one last crack at clawing back some of her losses on the session. With these 2 7s, let's see what kind of board texture the stub has in store for her.
Heads up.
14.6 in the middle, and the 7s are still good, but staring at
Count
2
your
over
chips, I'll
cards.
verify
Bruno
it
with the
before you
king of
leave.
clubs and the 2 overs has control of the betting, but is out of position.
Bet 4,500. Call.
Bet of 4,500 gets called by Chrissy. And that's a very clean turn card for her. Pot up to 23 and change now.
Man, we have an offsuit king or ace. You get put in the fucking blender.
Oh no, offsuit king. You're in the blender.
Offsuit king.
Yeah.
Oh, you have ace queen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, I thought when I said high one, I meant
Yeah,
ace
it's-
queen or ace king.
yeah,
You
yeah.
said high one.
Yeah, yeah. I got king queen too, I guess. Could have the king queen suited.
Check.
I guess.
Yeah.
Bruno doesn't have another barrel in him.
I mean jack 10-8.
No, like obviously you get to the middle.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't think you were checking back king queen.
Yeah, I was not. Unfortunately, I did not have the king queen. I would have got to win the pot if that was the case.
Maybe yeah.
Maybe you would have felt
Bet
it.
7,500.
Chrissy steps up with a bet of 7,500.
Long con.
All is.
All there ever is and will be.
How sticky is Bruno feeling like getting here? Certainly a lot of draws on this flop, Jamie, that didn't come in on this turn.
Yeah, the ace. Offsuit ace.
There's
Are they
also-
the sorts of draws that she would have called the third scoop with? Queen
I'm-
10, 10-8?
Yeah, just put all of it in.
Probably not 10-8. And you know what? There's this weird feeling when last hand is announced.
Yeah.
You just don't know if someone's like desperate to try to win a pot. I think they're all professionals and probably not like that, but maybe you add 5% of
Oh,
yeah.
savagery here from
Yeah.
Bruno.
Wow.
Check raises all in, and
Nice hand.
just a snap fold from Chrissy B. So
Yeah, just count your stuff.
To the very
and
last
verify
moment,
it.
Bruno
Before you leave, I'll
Firth
write it down. Bob,
with
bring
the
that paper, please.
warrior spirit